Alright, I have a few new models to show you. The first is from the good folks in California that gave me this outcrop from the Marin Headlands in California, just north of San Francisco on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge. And they're this beautiful, huge outcrop, 1:1 scale, radiolarian chert that's been folded and bent into these wonderful patterns. These sort of ribbon-like folds go off into the distance. San Francisco will be over here on the right-hand side. And it's oriented correctly. I think it could be a little bit steeper, but I'm not quite sure about that. Anyway, really cool outcrop, really want to explore it more in the bigger room. I've also got a couple of models from New Zealand. The first is the Meraki boulders, which are these beautiful septarian concretions, 1 meter, 2 meter in size, just deposited on the beach, and they're these really cool rocks. It's really interesting to see how people react to them. There's a few dozen of these on this beach. You can see this one embedded in the sand, and it's these circular boulders, and they just get eroded out of the cliff. They form within the sediment themselves, and then as the ocean comes along and erodes it away, they remain. The cliff doesn't, and they just flop out onto the beach. And finally, this really cool one of the Alpine Fault. So the good folks at Alpine Fault Tours took me and my fiance up there, and you get to see this outcrop. It's on a steep slope, which is why it appeared to be floating above the ground. And you see this fault line right here. This is the boundary between the Pacific and the Australian plate. Right there. Two tectonic plates come together. You've got Pacific plate milanites, and then Australian plate granites on this side. At least the original rock is there on either side of this one thin line. Now the actual fault is a lot wider, but the fault system is a lot wider than this, but this is one particular location where you can put your hand and say that you've got one plate on one side, one plate on the other. It's really quite cool. Hey Cortana, stop recording.
Sure thing, I can show you, but first I need to quit the current experience. Is that okay?
No.
Sure.
Hey Cortana, stop recording.